Stop everything you are doing right now. This is not a drill. This is not another market update. What I am about to show you will fundamentally change how you view your bank account, your portfolio, and the global power structure. Forget the charts you see on CNBC. Forget the headlines about supply and demand on Twitter. That is all noise. It is a smokescreen designed to keep you in the dark while the real power moves are made in the shadows. It is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, and a document has just leaked from the inner circle of a top-tier European investment bank information that was never meant for retail eyes. This document proves that the silver shortage we've been hearing about isn't just a natural market event. It's being engineered. We are talking about an $89 billion coordinated multinational move to corner the physical silver market before the average person even realizes the dollar in their pocket is worth nothing. I've spent 40 years in this business. I've seen the 1980 Hunt Brothers attempt. I've seen the dot-com bubble and the 2008 collapse. But this is the most ruthless, highly calculated strategic play for global resources I have ever witnessed. It is a billionaire's bank run. If you are holding cash, you are the target. If you are holding paper silver contracts on an exchange, you're already a casualty. You just don't know it yet. Listen to me very carefully. The game is rigged, the exit door is closing, and I am about to give you the secret playbook that the elites are using to protect their billions. Don't move an inch. Before I reveal the exact names of the sovereign wealth funds and the specific billionaires behind this leak, you have to make a choice. Right now, you are either a victim of the single largest wealth transfer in history, or you are a strategic investor who hunts with the sharks. The global elite are moving. They are dumping fiat currency, which is nothing more than paper backed by promises, and they are vacuuming up every ounce of physical silver they can find. We are building Kevin Strategic to be the only command center on the internet that brings you this Tier 1 intelligence in real time. If you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You need to be here every single day because in the 2026 economy, information is the only currency that matters. If you're early, you're a genius. If you're late, you're a bag holder. Join the tank. Now, let me show you who is actually pulling the strings and why the price of silver is about to enter a vertical squeeze. Let's look at the smoking gun. According to this leaked data, two of the most powerful financial entities on the planet, Norway's government pension fund, Global, and Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, PIF, have been quietly executing a massive, multi-year silver accumulation strategy. They have allocated a combined $89 billion to acquire not just physical bullion, but majority stakes in the world's highest-grade silver mines. Think about the sheer scale of that number, $89 billion. The entire annual global silver production is worth less than $30 billion at current prices. These two funds alone could buy every single ounce of silver produced on Earth for the next 3 years and still have change left over. Why would they do this now? Because they are the ultimate insiders. They see the internal math of the global debt crisis. They know the US dollar is facing a structural deleveraging. They know that in a world of infinite paper money, the only thing that retains value is finite physical resources. Norway is moving to protect its citizens from a European banking collapse. Saudi Arabia is diversifying away from the petrodollar and into the industrial metal of the future. They aren't buying silver to trade it for a 10% profit. They are buying it to control the industrial output of the 21st century. This is a resource hostile takeover. While you are arguing about interest rate cuts, they are buying the very foundation of the modern world. Now, I want you to connect the dots. Use your brain. Why did China, the world's largest refiner of silver, suddenly implement strict export licenses and effectively ban silver sales to the West just 24 hours ago? You think that's just a policy change? No, it's a pincer move. The leaked document suggests high-level, behind-the-scenes coordination between BRICS plus nations and specific sovereign funds. Step 1. China locks down the supply in the East, creating an immediate physical deficit. Step 2. The Norway and Saudi funds vacuum up the available eligible silver in Western vaults, like the LBMA in London and the COMEX in New York. Step 3. The mainstream media starts screaming about a shortage to justify a price spike. This is a staged squeeze. They are creating a psychological panic to shake out the retail hands. They want you to be afraid. They want you to sell your small holdings so they can buy them at a discount before the real revaluation happens. It's a classic shark move. They suppress the paper price while hoarding the physical metal. It's the great silver illusion, and if you don't see the man behind the curtain, you're going to get robbed. Why silver? Why not just buy more gold? Because silver is the Achilles heel of the 2026 technology supercycle. I talk to CEOs of major tech companies every week. I know what they are worried about. It's not just the chips, it's the conduction. Every single high-performance AI chip manufactured by NVIDIA or AMD, every new liquid-cooled data center being built in Virginia, every advanced drone and satellite system, they all require silver. It is the most conductive metal on the periodic table. You can't replace it with copper without losing 15% efficiency. In the world of AI, 15% efficiency is the difference between a trillion-dollar company and a bankrupt one. The leak shows that these sovereign funds have done the math. They know that by 2027, the demand for silver in AI and green tech will exceed the total global mine supply. We are entering a structural deficit that cannot be fixed by higher prices because you can't just turn on a silver mine. It takes 10 years to bring a new mine online. They are betting that silver is the most undervalued strategic asset in human history. They are buying the gasoline for the AI engine, and they are doing it while the engine is still idling. When the AI boom hits full speed later this year, there won't be enough silver to go around. Who do you think will get it? The highest bidder, and that bidder will be the funds that already own the supply. Let's look at the data that the big banks are desperately trying to hide. I'm looking at the registered silver inventories on the COMEX right now, the actual metal available for delivery to settle contracts. Those inventories have plummeted by over 70% in the last few years. Where did it go? It didn't just evaporate. It didn't disappear into thin air. It moved from the public exchanges into private, non-reporting vaults. It's a physical bank run in slow motion. The big institutional players aren't settling their contracts for cash anymore. They don't want a settlement check written in depreciating dollars. They are standing for physical delivery. They are taking the bars, putting them on armored trucks, and moving them into private, dark vaults. When the registered inventory hits zero, and at this rate, it could happen by mid-2026, the paper market breaks. The music stops. And if you are holding a piece of paper that says, "I owe you 1,000 ounces of silver," and the vault is empty, you're finished. You get a cash settlement based on a fake price, while the real metal is trading at a 500% premium on the black market. Don't be the last one holding a paper promise. So what is the play? Do you go out and buy a 5-gallon bucket of silver coins? No, that's what amateurs do. You need to be strategic. I am not telling you to put your entire life savings into silver. Only an idiot ignores diversification. But I am telling you to look at your hard asset allocation. In my portfolio, I treat silver as strategic insurance. I want exposure to the metal, but I also want exposure to the producers. I'm looking at the elite tier silver miners, the ones with zero debt, high margins, and mines in safe jurisdictions like Nevada or Canada. I'm also looking at allocated physical storage, where my name is on the title of the specific bars. The shark move is to move 5% to 10% of your net worth out of at-risk fiat assets and into generational assets. You are rebalancing away from the noise and into the signal. This isn't a trade. It's a structural shift in how you protect your family's wealth. I don't hold the bag. I hold the asset. And right now, the most valuable asset you can hold is the one that the central banks are trying to steal from you. Let's talk about the end game. What happens when $89 billion of institutional capital hits a market as tiny as silver? It's like trying to fit an elephant into a bathtub. The price has nowhere to go but out. The leaked internal projections from these funds are terrifying. They aren't looking at the old 1980 high of $50. That's ancient history. They are looking at inflation-adjusted highs. If silver were to reach its 1980 peak in today's dollars, it would be over $160 an ounce right now. But with the staged squeeze in the AI demand, the league's base case for 2026 is $135. Their stress case, the scenario where the paper market actually defaults, sees silver hitting $175, $250, and even higher. When the physical metal becomes unobtainable, the price becomes unlimited. We are entering uncharted waters. This is the great revaluation. The world is waking up to the fact that you can't eat code, and you can't build a computer out of thin air. You need the metal, and the metal is about to become the most expensive substance on your balance sheet. This is your final warning. The window is closing, the leak is out. The smart money has already moved their billions into position. The shark doesn't wait for the headline to buy. The shark buys when the data says the move is coming. And the data is screaming, stop buying stupid things you don't need. Stop listening to feel-good news that tells you everything is fine. Everything is not fine. We are in a global resource war. You have two choices today. You can be a victim of the great squeeze and watch your life savings be devalued to nothing. Or you can take action and become a strategic investor. I am tracking these institutional flows every single hour. If that $89 billion starts hitting the exchanges this week, the price will gap up so fast you won't even have time to log into your brokerage. Hit the like button if you want more of this insider data. Comment below, IMS2RAT-DIG, so I know who is ready to hunt. I'll see you at the opening bell tomorrow. Don't get slaughtered out there. Get rich.